SERVE is one of those agencies that just helps us to run and to provide things at our school sites that we wouldn't normally be able to do. The training that they do for volunteers that come into our school just makes everything run more smoothly. The involvement that they have with our students and the focus that they put on quality training for people who are going to be coming in and working with young people.
What I liked best with the training was, again, the handouts and the techniques were she went over it very slowly. She gave lots of examples, and those techniques I brought home. My daughter's confidence and her abilities went up. She actually went to a couple of these workshops last year, and she got honor roll for the first time last year.
Our goals are academic. You know, so many of the things that we do are helping students who come to us from very different levels of reading background or of their experience in their home. And having a tutor go in and work with a student, having trained volunteers working with parents, all of those things help us to meet our academic goals.
Once I get into that classroom early in the morning, it's either clean your nose, tie my shoes, Grandma, I forgot my homework. Please, Grandma, can you do this for me? That is bells inside of me. That's fresh air inside.
She is essential in the classroom. She, not only is she calming to me as a teacher, but she is calming to the children. And many of the children have never honestly had an experience with a grandparent. And so she gives them that warmth and that love, and she also assists them with their education.
I like being a reading buddy, and the best part about it is I like when she finishes a book by herself because she gets all happy.
I would tell other schools to definitely do the program. It teaches the older students responsibility and compassion, and it helps the younger kids with their reading ability.
They also are a great support for the Great American Teach-In. So a Speakers Bureau is really part of the SERVE mission, and that helps us because so many of our students are interested in what's happening out there in the world, thinking about careers, and it's really an important function for us to have a Speakers Bureau.
The Great American Teach-In is an opportunity to get your feet wet and get yourself in front of the students one day a year. However, SERVE is open every school day of the year where you get that opportunity. A lot of times, you know, the opportunity to speak at the Great American Teach-In comes up, you know, I can't do it that particular day. Well, the rest of the school year is available to come in and give your heart to the children, and businesses really need to take advantage of that. It's not only rewarding for the student, it's rewarding for their business, and it's personally rewarding as well.
It's amazing. Over 50,000 volunteers are there, whether they're parents, whether they're community members, whether they're coming in as a Speakers Bureau. But the big issue is 1.5 million hours is really volunteered in our schools to support our students. And with that comes the equivalent of what would be probably for staff members or for part-time people about a $30 million bill. And because of SERVE, we're in the business of being able to provide those extra resources for schools with actually no cost. But we do rely on the community to support SERVE so that those people are screened, they're trained, and they can work with both our students and our families.
They have been my partner. They send me volunteers to help with our students. They help me conduct workshops. And what's wonderful is they have done it both in Spanish and in English. And since our population is mostly Spanish, it has been wonderful that I have gotten this help.
It's my reason for getting up in the morning at 6 o'clock when I don't have to.
It gives you more than you give, which is that's what life is about, you know? And it's a love that you create with these kids that they don't ask for much, really. And I don't either, but they give me so much.
SERVE is the agency really that screens all of the volunteers that come into our schools. And we believe that's one of the most important functions that SERVE has. I always think of the business community as a partner with us. You know, ultimately the K-12 environment, we are the ones that train the workforce. And business people I know have a vested interest in making sure that we have a great workforce ready and prepared to be great workers for them.
Serve with what they have to work with and what they produce, it's way out of balance. I don't know how they do it. They could certainly use more support from the community to help them achieve more.
It's a good investment, educating kids. Our kids today, our students today are tomorrow's workforce. So the more educated they are, the better off America's going to be.
I'd say if I were a business, I would be right there giving them a helping hand. Only because they're our future. And if we don't get them when they're young, we're going to lose them. And Serve needs our help. We need to help them.
The children they're helping today and this year, the impact they're making on them is going to impact their families and their children's families. So we're talking literally generations.
What they do with what they got is absolutely amazing. But what they can do, if there's more community support, it's immeasurable.